Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Peace. This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism. Just want to say Happy New Year. Happy 2018. I want to start this video off by first acknowledging and paying my respect and love to my fallen brother, Mr. Andre Devontae Big Dev Carter. That was my brother, and losing him before the year came in was hard and impacted me probably in ways that I don't even comprehend right now. So I just want to say rest in power to him, and don't worry, brother, the show will keep going because unlike you, unlike other people in this movement, for lack of a better word, you never felt like the movement revolved around you. You always knew that whether we were here or whether we were gone, the principles remain the same: land, infrastructure, nationhood. And as long as I'm still here, I'll try my best to make sure that that vision comes to fruition. And if I happen to be gone, then the next person will be able to do it. And it keeps going on because this is bigger than one individual. And in light of that, we get to the topic of what I'm going to discuss today for my first video of the new year. And I'm going to discuss conscious community talking heads. And I keep getting, before, the recent nonsense shenanigans have gone on, I've been getting questioned by people about, hey, what about so-and-so? Why don't you say something about so-and-so and this and that, whatever. So I felt the need to just make a statement. This is not an emotional rant, but an objective statement for the record regarding one of my core principles. If you are not part of the land, infrastructure, and nationhood movement, and you want to attack this beast of a socioeconomic and political oppression under the system of white supremacy alone on some Han Solo shit, and you get attacked and are taken down, do not expect me to come to your rescue or sympathize with your plight in any way, shape, or form. Land, infrastructure, and nationhood is the solution to our collective problem as Black African people here in America, specifically. Period. Point blank. End of story. End of the discussion. And there's not even an intelligent, arguable counterpoint to that solution. It is what it is, despite the constant barrage of mountain out of molehill, bullshit, social and personal choice issues, and the myriad of other distractionary Negro stalling tactics. I'm not taking any Negro seriously unless they are reaching out to, networking and connecting with people of like mind so we can pool our mental, intellectual, and physical resources and solve this collective problem together. When you are a part of something bigger than yourself, you are never alone. And you have a multitude of brothers and sisters of like mind who will have your back just like you would have theirs. No organization, movement, or individual should be asking black people for money without full transparency, liability, accountability, and responsibility. Land, infrastructure, and nationhood equals accountability, transparency, liability, and responsibility. This is the reason why the African-centered progressives and black nationalists of the BAIO have not and will not ask black people for one thin dime unless we create something similar or superior to this. No more fucking GoFundMe campaigns for the quote, end quote, struggle with zero of the above benchmarks. I don't give a flying fuck how black, how down, or how real you claim to be. So, in conclusion, if people want to engage in the cult of personality, act as solo soldiers working for no organized army or nation, attempting to be the man, the deepest nigga, the king, prince, high exalted, mystic ruler, grand poobah of consciousness, the last prophet, messenger, reformer, etc., or the final frontier, then don't call for backup when you are on some Chuck Norris code of silence shit. Keep it 100 and handle that weight on your own. That's my position, and my position is not up for debate or discussion. As for anyone else with a opposing thought or opinion, you are more than welcome to do you with or without my blessings. 1. And that's all I have to say about that. Because, quite frankly, a lot of y'all dudes, oh boy. This is the reason why I'm indifferent to these conscious community talking heads everyone seems to be so freaking intrigued and fascinated by. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I'm indifferent to them. And I don't have their names constantly in my mouth because they are irrelevant to the land, infrastructure, and nationhood discussion and our collective socioeconomic and political plight. When this so-called struggle becomes less about individuals and personalities and more about systemic-oriented solutions, then come holler at me. Because until then, if there's any further confusion on where I stand, I kindly refer you back to this video. And on that note, I wish the rest of you a happy and productive 2018. Hopefully, we won't have to constantly dance around and skirt around land, infrastructure, and nationhood just so we can have an excuse to talk about bullshit and nonsense and distractionary Negro stalling tactics. Maybe if we concentrated on land, infrastructure, and nationhood, we can actually get some socioeconomic and political power, be it on the continent or in this country. Some fucking where. If we concentrate on what we need to be concentrated on and stop trying to play this who's blacker than who's downer than who's realer than who, and all of this bullshit when your ass is still living under social, economic, and political domination of another group. Get your head out your asses in 2018. That's my New Year's resolution. And on that note, I'll holler at you good people later. Peace.
It was war they wanted and war they got, but they went to in the heat with my own